Good evening, and welcome to Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival. Scott, good to see you tonight, brother. Thank you so much for being here. Livingston, man, just hit the cameras. Oh, yeah, let's do this. Functionality test here tonight. Functionality 101, and we're testing out a whole lot of new stuff in the studio. And
now, Mike, what I think you might find cool about this one in particular.
What do you got going on? Oh, snap! Look at
Show
that.
these guys what's up.
Now you guys can get the up close and personal view, huh? Take it on location. Can I show you guys you and give them the infinite mirror? Wow, 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 wow. There it is. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I don't want to touch any buttons, though. I don't want to touch any buttons. But, yeah. Livingston Man is now a dehumidifier water fan. That's fantastic.
Don't knock it until you try it, man.
Southern Tier Prepper, good to see you. Blue Butterfly 20, good to see you. Scott Trudeau, Miko Wolf, Frank Short, what's going on? Smoking Swamp Outdoors, Little Lone Prepper.
A little more of the boss on the camera.
That's it. That's everybody. That's it.
There he is. There, I can see him now.
Look what he did.
He's like hiding over there in the corner.
Look what he did. 5x5, you're giving me a seizure. I'm so sorry. Didn't mean to shake you all about there, STP.
Take that.
My bad. Yeah.
All right, cool. Everything works.
Functionality. It's hot as hell outside, Livingston Man. That I know for sure. It's hot as hell. And there's heat advisories and all that shit. So I hope everybody's doing a cooling functionality. Make sure you can keep cool in this kind of weather. Joe Morgan, good to see you. Daryl Calhoun.
It's funny that she said
Swamp. What? No, we'll be here tomorrow. Oops. We're just doing a little functionality test.
Yeah. Don't you worry about a thing.
Yeah, a little functionality test.
You're gonna catch me hot, Mike.
Yeah, Smoking Swamp. It's definitely.
I'll be right back. I forgot something.
Oh, okay. He'll be right back. Yeah, but it is freaking hot, man. It's hot. Hotter than Satan's balls. Yeah, totally is. Southern Tier Prepper. I saw 96 degrees here today. In the Hudson Valley, and if you guys hear the noise, it's the air conditioner because I'm literally in Harry Potter's attic here doing this stream. So yeah, the AC is right here in the face. So I hope it's not fucking up the audio too awful bad. Oh, look, there's a love connection. Joy, I'm so happy you're here to see Daryl. Dinner time, you got it, Joe Morgan. Enjoy. Harry Pothead. Oh, snap. Oh, there it is. You don't want to forget those. Yeah. Can't be forgetting cigarettes. Yes, this weather can literally kill you. You can overheat rather quickly in this. Any kind of strenuous activity is going to zap you like it's nobody's business. Hydration, just water alone is typically not enough. You're going to need to replenish those electrolytes, especially if you're sweating like crazy, man. Get some electrolytes in you. I drank a lot of water today, but I could use some electrolytes too, for sure.
Gatorade's supposed to come after the sweat. Don't start off with Gatorade. You got to sweat all your salt out and
then replenish it.
With the Gatorade, that's what the electrolytes by electrolytes, they tend to mean salt.
Yeah. Well, it's fancy word for salt. I like the. You ever see the Mission, like the cooling towels and stuff, Livingston, man? I love those things, man.
Remember them things you used to get at the fair where it was flat and then you put it in the water and it was like gel. It turned to gel and you wear it around your neck.
Ugh, the gel ones. No, those are great, man. All you do is snap them, and it lowers the temperature in them. It's like a cooling towel. You know, they're fantastic. Mission towels. I highly recommend them. Especially on a hot day. Find some shade, for sure. I mean, air conditioning if you can. While the grid's still up, right? So, I mean,
Lots of people putting a strain on. Now here in New York, they've
Yeah.
made significant upgrades to the electrical grid, at least along main arteries and whatnot.
yeah, they
So-
have been putting some bucks into the infrastructure. Now, I heard that project was actually to connect the upstate grid to New York City, perhaps because the city is going all electric, so they want to
They're
make
gonna
sure they
need
got
it.
enough power for all that, you know.
I thought, are they trying to do it by
Mr.
2030,
Zero, good to see you.
2025?
Crazy goals, man. Crazy.
Is that little lever that points the thing?
Yeah.
Point it at the display.
Oh.
Cool
Oh.
that sucker down
Yeah.
instead, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, guys. I mean, it was pretty hot out. It was hot.
Oh, it was.
I mean, summer's
It
hot. I
was.
get it, and I understand too the whole this has happened before. It's not climate change.
Yeah,
Fine.
it's true. It's true.
I'm simply
Doesn't make it suck any less.
Yeah, I'm simply stating it. It was gosh darn hot out there today,
Yeah.
and yuck, bro. I walked outside and I said something like to the tune of "ew." The air feels like Velcro. I think I said. Whatever that means, but that's what it felt
hurts.
like to me.
It
was
hurts.
like,
It's abrasive. It's
ew,
abrasive
like the
for
air
sure.
feels like Velcro.
Eric, you're really not that late.
Why have you brought us here tonight, Michael?
Functionality test. Testing out all
We're just
the cool
basically trying to see if all
stuff.
the cool shit works.
Yeah,
fuck.
that's it. I just came
All
to
right, so
hang
let's go.
out, bro.
It's B Camp. This
There.
is B Camp. That's that one over
It's
there.
you up there.
Holla at your
Yeah.
boys and them. And of course, we have the ever popular Livingston Cam.
It's true. It's true. Dan H wants to know, Livingston, man, it's not even full-blown summer yet. What are we going to do then? We are all going to die. It's going to turn into hellfire, and we're all going to burn up.
I've been doing this hot summer.
Yep,
See, that's
just
the thing.
poof, you get it
Listen,
over
summer's hot. I get it.
Yeah.
And
it's not summer yet.
And people, and people say, I remember it being hot when I was a kid. Yeah,
Yeah.
because you didn't care. Like,
You're right, SRD.
children are so much more resilient and stuff. Whereas adults, like especially men, it's like, when it's hot, oh my God.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Thankfully, I was working in a climate-controlled environment today.
Nice. I was,
Yeah, it was fantastic.
I mowed like fucking 6 acres or something like that.
Oh my God.
I got a
At
nice-
least you were trying to run from the
I got
heat.
some good. The white balance of this camera don't do it right, but I
No,
got
he's
some color.
yeah,
Got some good color today.
he's sweaty,
the
sweaty.
freaking lighting, the light's not even on, Mike.
Oh,
Probably
is that
don't
what's
need it.
wrong?
I don't think.
See, functionality test, guys. You got it. See, this goes back to the adage, the thing I say all the fucking.
You gotta
time.
play with your shit.
You gotta test your gear.
You gotta play with your
See,
shit,
look,
man.
Here, I'm gonna come over here and shake
Let's see what
the
happens
camera
now.
and see if this fixes all of the Livingston
It's
Man's
so
woes.
bright.
It's so bright. It's so
disgusting.
bright. It bounces off your no glare
I'm gonna
glasses.
fix it.
Oh, here it is.
Good night, everyone.
Frank Short says, turn the AC off and get acclimated to the weather like I do. You do have to
There we
acclimate
go.
yourself.
See, I like the way that looks.
To
There
this
we
stuff. You really do, man. The
There we go.
shock from
Ah.
indoors to outdoors is almost enough to make you puke.
All right. Well, or use climate control devices such as air conditioners, heaters efficiently. So
Sparingly.
when you've been outside all day, I've been slowly finding this out. Listen, I was that teenage kid that lived in the ice cold like freezer cave with the curtains drawn, playing video games.
Playing video games.
Anymore, it's like, all right, so when I find myself, I come home after work, it's 95 degrees out, I come in the house, we keep it at like 72 with the AC.
Yeah.
But then it gets like, all right, when I start to be like, okay, I'm cold, turn it off. Like,
Yeah.
don't blast your air conditioner and then go put a fucking sweater on. Just turn it off. You know what I mean? Like, you can use the modern accoutrements and still be efficient as well.
Southern Tier Prepper, I'm so sorry that you guys still have to use that thing, man. It sucks so bad. I wish the process of rebuilding something was much faster than what it is, you know.
Well,
The freezers at Costco in the summertime. That's the way to be, Prepper Book Club. Just go hang out there.
I'm going to speak on it, is that I bet what's holding up the process and slowing down what could probably easily be done by knowledgeable people the right way is red tape government nonsense. And that's the problem. I mean, building codes and stuff like this should be held to a standard, but the whole like, I have to go, excuse me while I go ask the government permission to like rebuild my house on property that I own.
Yeah, can I do that?
It sounds like it's for the birds sometimes, and this is what normal people end up having to go through when something like this happens. So, system ain't fair. There's a big club, and ain't none of us in it, man.
It's extremely broken. And folks, we got 5 months till election season. I sincerely hope that you guys are making moves to bolster your positions and be prepared for whatever, man. Who knows? Who knows? Any fucking thing can happen, man. It's 2024, so nothing's off the table, so to speak, Livingston, man. And it
unprecedented.
See,
everything,
El Guapo
man.
says elections are not going to happen.
I called this when all the way back in January 2020. I was like, they'll never allow an election again. Too dangerous. A threat to national security is what elections are. That's what they'll call
That's
it.
Scary. That's
It's what they end up turning out to be, in my opinion.
Suze, we'll live. Life goes on. This kind of weather makes the apples a little bit sweeter in the fall, Livingston, man. That's for sure. You get these hot, dry spells. It makes your apples extremely flavorful, but less juicy.
You know what's even better is not only is it Satan's ass hot, the apples will be sweet, but then there's like these giant furry caterpillars like eating all the trees.
I hate those fucking things.
Oh, I mean, upstate New York is a terrible place to really be at these days. We suffering like the plagues of Egypt out here. I'm telling you, man. Like,
it's
stop sending us your bugs, man. I'm tired of your damn bug of the month club. It sucks. I didn't sign up for this.
Tucked by V. I got that right there, man. No representation, no taxation. Let's keep this bread. That's it. Fuck them if they.
It worked all the way up until I believe 13. Made the
once
IRS.
once the Rothschilds took over.
We don't say that.
Whatever.
How you guys digging the format? Can you dig the format? I mean,
Oops says it's so hot the fruit are falling off the trees. Damn.
Like I can be like one in the chat.
1914 says Mr. Zero.
Thank you very much, sir.
1984. Yeah, well, that's what we're living in, Eric. We're living.
They were like, you know what? This is an excellent manual, sir. They're reading it like scripture.
Yeah. Livingston, man, you know what I found out today? I found out that with my Spotify Premium, right? I got rid of the. I used to do like the Sirius XM radio shit, right, in the truck because it was cool and it was satellite and but anytime you drive through a real leafy area, there was no fucking radio. So I decided to ditch the satellite radio because they wanted stupid money for satellite radio and go with Spotify. Spotify had some more to offer aside from just music, right? Any music you want, anytime you want it. That's why Spotify is so cool. The library is extensive, right? And you also get audiobooks with Spotify Premium. So
I'm an Amazon Prime member, so I just have any audiobook I kind of want.
Yeah, well, I got that too. So what's that on? That's on Amazon Audio. You'd have all the books.
Yeah, and I have all that. I'm a complete surveillance machine.
Yeah. It's true. It's true.
Hey, okay, so facts I learned today. You guys want to learn some interesting things that I learned today? Now, of course, I learned them from the internet, so let's all sprinkle a ton of salt on everything. But
okay, internet facts of the day.
First things first is that corporations don't hire people, but they accept lots of applications because they're data mining and making money from the data put on the applications rather than actually seeking to hire anyone.
Shit.
Now, that's not to say all of them, but apparently...
Whoa, dude, that's a serious allegation right there, my friend.
I'm going to use what our buddy Jimmy Bravo would call, in the debate sense, weasel words.
Okay.
I'm going to commit a logical fallacy by saying I read that somewhere.
Okay. On the internet, okay.
But I read it, that I can promise you.
Huh.
2, the myth that carrots are good for your eyes. Does anybody know how that got started?
That one I know nothing about. Coffee first, then speak.
I'll give him a minute because
Good
even
to
though we're
see
supposed to be ultra low latency, it's not really the case.
Coffee first. I got to tell you, as far as YouTube and notifications going out, I got a notification this evening on the way here, about 7 o'clock, for videos that I posted this morning. Whatever.
I always get the notification.
Rabbits don't wear glasses.
So I subscribe to our channel, and I never receive a notification that you were live or anything happened until the absolute day after.
I get.
Anybody?
Sue says it's the Big Carrot Industrial Complex.
You may
Wait, where is it? Where is it?
You might be surprised. I'm gonna let him stew on that for a minute. Okay. The myth that carrots are good for your eyes. There's a reason that exists in so many people's mind, and
okay.
Is
it the beta carotene?
No. Well, there's really two schools to it.
Okay.
But when I tell you, I'm going to tell you one, and then I'm going to tell you the other one, and then I'm going to point back at the other one and say,
okay.
Of course, you'd say that.
All right.
You know
He's
what?
baiting me in here. The French in World War I.
You're close. All right. Okay. So, all right, I'm going to drop knowledge. Okay, you guys ready for this? All right. So,
I believe that, El Guapo.
During the Blitz in 1940 over London, England, and southeastern England, where they had the Germans were softening them up for the invasion.
Right.
They were coming for them next. They'd hit France. They had Europe. They're coming for England. Started an air war over the land, and the British could see them in the dark. They for some reason their night fighters could hit the planes at night. And they seemed to know where they were. And so rather than admit to the fact that they possessed what we now call radar, that let the pilots literally see where the German planes were, they invented this myth that English pilots ate nothing but carrots because they were good for your eyes.
There you go.
Now, that was considered a military secret. It wasn't exactly admitted to until something like the 1970s. So there's an entire generation of Americans, possibly two, that physically, emotionally believe that carrots are good for your eyes because we couldn't let the Germans know that we could see them with radar, or else they would counter it.
Oh, there you go. Yep, I'll buy that.
How can they see us in the dark? They're like, we just ate lots of carrots, mate.
Carrots were originally white or purple. Orange carrots are a man-made thing. Purple carrots. Yeah, I believe you said the French created carrots, right? Daryl said it. The French invented carrots. Carrots started prepping first. There you go.
There was another thing I learned that I'm going to have to think about to present it again, but that was also fun if I remember right. But moving on.
The weather. It's supposed to get hotter. And hotter.
Yeah, we ain't peaked yet.
No?
No, I mean, if we're considering that the beginning of the heat advisory was this morning and the
How
end of it...
How hot is it right now? Do you know?
Well, let's see here. You know what? I could probably find out. Yeah, it's 89 degrees here in bloody effing Livingston.
89 degrees.
And call that a real feel of 93. Now,
There you go.
It's not quite sunset either.
Almost there.
Actually, we got another half hour till sunset, and it's 93. It's been doing this weird thing now, talking about weather that I don't remember. Usually, the
Judy
hottest...
Prepper. I'm sorry, Livingston man. The heat index is a combination of heat and humidity, so it actually makes it feel a bit hotter than it is because the moisture just doesn't go anywhere.
I agree. I wish you would just pick one. But the thing is, you'll notice that outside your thermometer might say something like 65. Well, you walk outside, you're like, it ain't no 65 out here.
Yeah.
This is what those indexes attempt to compensate for.
Absolutely. Not 65 is a bit of a stretch. You go outside and it says 85, but it feels like it's 110.
Right.
That's where your heat index comes in, and it's the heat plus the humidity equals something a little bit higher.
Right. What I'm calling real feel is the same as saying heat index. Here, but yeah,
Judy,
hot,
yeah, it
man.
was. I saw 96 degrees today on the thermometer in the truck. So yeah, it was toasty, man. It was toasty.
I got one of
Canadian,
those.
good to see you.
I got one of them laser heat guns.
Yeah.
And we were walking around. So I shot a couple of things I thought would be interesting to know. I shot blacktop pavement.
Okay, with a
Was
thermometer.
131 degrees.
Ooh, man.
I shot the wall of a building.
Yeah.
121 degrees.
Oh wow.
I went inside the building, shot a downstairs like insulated like basement wall.
Yep.
72.
Okay.
I went into the very attic crawl space of it and shot the peak of the roof.
Yep.
116.
Interesting.
What I learned from this is that a low space in the center of the building is going to be the coolest place you can go.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Whereas,
You know, back in the day, they used to use whole house fans to cool your house. That's why you had those little basement louvered windows, so you could suck that cold air from the basement up through the house and cool the place.
all the way back in ancient civilizations, they knew how to make air currents work. It can still be done like a passive system that actually just does it through natural recirculation. I'm sure there's a word.
Yeah,
for it.
heat rises.
Right.
Heat rises. Convection, I believe that's called, right? When heat rises. It was 93 at midnight a couple days ago. Last night it was 38. Wow, Tigers, that's crazy. Judy Prepper says, down here in Georgia, Walmart stores run announcements not to leave your kids or pets in the car. Amazing people have to be reminded. Yeah.
El Guapo, listen, you got banned by NY Prepper. Believe me, I probably would too.
You know what, El Guapo? It's typically not him. He has an army of moderators, man. When his channel really started to blow up, he brought in a whole lot of moderators because there's just so many trolls in there. And some
bots,
of them,
probably too.
if you type something in all caps, they'll boot you. They'll boot you. They drive a real tight ship. Yard Dog, thank you so much for stopping in tonight.
They're over there broadcasting a message, and they're actually not like they're.
They're doing their thing.
Wow.
You got to go fast on a motorcycle to keep cool on a day like today.
I mean, how's our audio? Apparently, everybody's digging it because I'm just wondering. I've used the noise canceling before, and I was unhappy with the result of it.
Okay, well, let's see how good it is. I'm gonna crank this thing right here.
We're running. The only reason we're using
go.
the noise canceling
Irishman, what's good, brother?
is because we're
Playing with some stuff.
We blast in the air conditioner.
Functionality test.
How about that?
Kane Corso, good to
Not-
see you.
not that.
Oh, there you go. No, don't
That
touch my,
over there.
don't touch my head. What, this?
Go like this. That
This?
depends on what camera
That?
I'm gonna be pointed at.
Yeah, that.
over there.
This thing. That's really cool.
I made
dig
that.
it.
I
dig it.
made that.
I like it. I like it.
All for
It's
you,
dope.
buddy. So
It's dope. I mean, if that was like, up in the corner of the thing, the whole, as like the little...
well, it could be. We could
That's
just make a
dope.
little. What do you call that? There's a word, standard or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Standardize that mofo. That thing's cool as shit.
Can be done.
Yeah.
Good to see the prepared Irishman. I've been thinking a lot about the our camp brothers and sisters. Like some of the people that
Yeah,
come
man,
out.
I'm missing the folks, man. I
earned
got to get out
themselves-
into the woods.
They earned themselves a patch coming out.
I have an invite, actually, to go down and see the Irishman here soon.
He's
I
on
don't
Long
know
Island,
if I'm
right?
going to make it. I spent an absolute fortune on my daughter's car, so I'm living local, Livingston, man. I'm living local.
Living La Vida local.
Teresa Buchanan, good to see you. Thank
Speaking
you so
of
much for
local,
stopping
where's
by.
Mr. B local at?
He's busy, man.
We got
This time
yard,
of year.
Okay, we got yard dog. Now we just need to get yard
Yep.
bird up in here.
Yep.
Somebody
We're well on
change
the
it-
way.
Somebody
Well
change
on
their
the
name
way.
to yard cat. From Minnesota.
Guapo says, Loca.
Minnesota. Okay,
Yeah.
Minnesota. That's how you see it.
Living tent caterpillars. Yeah, that's crazy.
Hi,
High five,
Teresa.
Vitra.
Hi, Teresa. Yeah, and I mean, like as Daryl Calhoun just said, is if You missed the
Prepper.
prepper yard sale. Like that was where it all began.
Yeah,
That's where it all began.
it's true.
Not really.
True.
It all began with Mike.
I,
It all began with Mike in his closet ranting about the government.
It's so true. It's so true. Hiding in the wardrobe.
I offered to play the proverbial guitar in his proverbial band, and here we are.
Yeah, yeah. Many moons later, Livingston man. Many moons later.
Talking about We All Gonna Die Wednesday. I think we're just gonna be 85 tomorrow.
Oh, damn, that shit's old, bro.
85 times.
85 times they told
And that
us
number-
we all
that's-
gonna die, and
that-
here we are.
And that's a plus or minus 2 number because some of them didn't have numbers. And
Well,
we're
we're
doing it before we even called it that.
time-wise.
I dare you, any one of you, when this live stream's over, to go back and watch our very first live stream.
There you go.
You want a
There
cringe
you go.
fest?
I'll tell you what.
I used to wear
I think I still
sunglasses.
have a few Hudson Valley prepping and survival patches. So to all the folks here, if you're looking for something to do tonight and you're chilling, you're kicking it out, you're not doing much, I'm gonna do a quiz tomorrow night about our very first live stream. Now we've got over.
Good, hit,
Well,
good thing
yeah,
hit the
do
right
whatever you
button.
want. He's got all new buttons. Tomorrow night I will do a little pop quiz, and somebody's gonna win a patch or two.
I love doing the pop quizzes. Those are so much fun. You gotta just make up random questions off the top of your head. The one time I stumped him, what kind of cigarettes does Livingston smoke?
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Some of y'all are observant though, and I appreciate it.
King Corso says 66 here with 85% humidities.
Very nice. I mean, and plus
Yeah,
Land
that's
O'Lakes,
just hot.
man. Nothing but fresh water flowing out of every orifice in the Midwest out there.
I've been.
What kind of Minnesota are you? Are you Upper Peninsula or Lower Peninsula? And I
Well, that's Michigan.
shows
God.
how much I know. That's
Yeah, sorry, that's Michigan. No,
got me.
Minnesota's
You got me.
a different
Yep.
place.
You got me.
Got him.
Milwaukee Brewers, bro. Am I right?
Huh?
That's Wisconsin, anyway.
Yeah.
What is Minnesota anyway? Oh man, that's right up there.
It's the
with
land
Ohio.
of 10,000 lakes, Livingston, man.
Riddle me this: does Minnesota
Oh, man.
border Ohio by any chance?
That shit's not real either. Oh God, he's
It's the
terrible.
northern-
Blackbird, good to see you,
The
buddy.
northern void.
Extreme Southwest Minnesota, 40 minutes from Sioux Falls and 25 from Iowa. Wow, fantastic, man. Sounds
95 today.
beautiful.
I was the roaming
Sounds beautiful.
preppers here. How's it going, Pete?
It was hotter today here
Than it was in Texas.
than it was where you are, Pete. We had 90. I had 96 today, and the humidity. God, Livingston, man, I don't even know.
Oppressive. All you
Yeah,
had
it
to
was
do
bad.
was stand there.
Yeah, and you just sweat. It
Yeah,
was,
like
it's terrible.
The sauna, like God was like, turn on the sauna, man.
Yeah.
Let's sweat
And
him
it's
out.
supposed to be worse tomorrow and the next day. They're talking like 98, 99 degrees here in the Hudson Valley, which is, Livingston, man, we live in a place where we will see 100 plus degree temperature swings, 105, 115 degree temperatures.
For the sake of the conversation, let's say we can max 110 here. We can realistically max -20.
Yeah.
That is
130 degree
temperature range.
temperature
The only
swings.
thing that doesn't happen here is volcanoes.
That's it. And I'm going to knock on wood on that one just because, well, it's fucking 2024, man, and all shit's on the table right now. So it's a little,
Hudson Valley be taking the brunt of the weather situation. If you want to talk about climate change, why don't you come live up the way?
Yeah.
See what it really do.
Yeah. The winters, though, have been less wintry, I would say, and more slightly frozen.
We're going to enter that sort of where we don't really ever get that deep frost anymore. These things tend to work in swing shifts, though. They don't. They don't particularly
Ebbs and flows. Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah. All of a sudden, we'll get those winters like we had when we were kids, where it's 3 feet of snow and 3 feet of snow and 3 feet of snow. And
I remember jumping off the garage roof into 4 feet of snow, natural, not plowed into a pile.
Yeah.
Now you'd be lucky it snows, but that again, they sway back and forth. Eventually, though, physics teaches that eventually an equilibrium happens. The pendulum will only swing for so long before it'll stop. That's the climate apocalypse that they're warning you about. It's going to happen whether we increase taxes or not.
Mr. Zero says 15 and 16 were harsh winters. Yes, they were. Yes, they were. Yeah.
I could argue that, if you're a believer in dinosaurs and that sort of thing, Earth is actually what we'd call a tropical planet. And that having any ice on it really at all, like ice caps and what have you, is not its actual natural state.
So
we're still coming out of the so-called ice age.
Right.
And why we're alarmed is because it does indeed cause sea level rise, although over thousands of years. It takes a long time.
Now, there's a lot of talk about the pole shifts, Livingston, man, and potential for the planet to pivot, for the poles to actually be at the equator now, perhaps?
Or the planet itself to actually wobble in its orbit. It's a thing. Now, a lot of...
But pole shifts have happened over time. You can see that in the magnetism of the rocks and things. Right. They predicted this. This has happened before.
What I get from this is that planet Earth will go on without us, if necessary.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, if, like I said...
we are but ants on its surface.
A lot of this depends on whether you believe in any kind of science at all. I don't want to touch on my thought. I believe that science and spirituality are describing the same things differently.
But they argue about it? Okay.
You guys are listening to the same band and arguing about it. But the planet that we all walk on here is not up against anything it hasn't seen before.
What's good, brother?
We as humans are up against things we have not seen before.
Absolutely. Yardbirds in the house.
All right, Yardbirds.
Describe how he survived the blizzard of 1880 in his previous life.
I was there, man.
I was born during the blizzard of 1980.
I was born during a snowstorm too, as a fact. Legend has it my father commandeered a snowplow. Now, how much embellishment went into that?
He borrowed his friend's truck with a plow on it.
People be like, "Why you got like all this body hair?" It's because I was born in the winter. Is easiest way to put it.
I thought it was just because I was Irish. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Everything here seems to function really well. Yeah. All of it. Digging it. The resolution on the mobile cam is a little low, but I bet you if you hit the other camera button and spun that thing around.
Oh, so it was like looking at the
So you're
wall.
using the higher resolution camera?
You know what? Let's do that then.
Boom shalaka. Yeah. The higher resolution camera. Is that any better? Better or worse? There you go. It's auto. That's way better, Livingston, man. What do you guys think? Is that camera better than the last one?
I think we went from like 5 to 10 megapixels.
Oh, bro, no, it made a huge difference.
10 megapixels, you guys.
Yeah.
It's a wireless tablet. It's
Oops says it's worse.
Good thing. Good, now you're stuck with it.
Chicago had their blizzard in 79. I was around that.
I've seen blizzards before, and define blizzard.
Eric says it's worse.
Here, depending on terrain, you get that.
Interesting.
They get the lake effect snow, but here in the Hudson Valley, I like to call it valley effect snow.
Yeah. Where it dumps on the one side of the mountain.
Right, and or it roars right up the Hudson Valley. It depends on what side of those mountains you're actually caught on. Because the Catskills will like hold stuff in, but if it comes up the valley, the escarpment, that big wall,
it gets hammered.
It pushes it our way and fucks us up.
Rip Curl, good to see you, brother. Yeah. Man, I miss the big snowstorms, going out and having fun in the snow. Actually,
because
I absolutely love to hunt in snowstorms. That's like my favorite
it's
thing.
so quiet.
Yeah, and just it's silence and me and
Put that white suit on.
The creature I'm pursuing. That's it, man. King Corso, have a great night. Thank you so much for stopping by tonight. Really appreciate it. Never seen a snowstorm. Tucked by V, it's something else when you're in the woods and the only thing you can hear is the flakes falling on your hood. It's fantastic. It's fantastic.
I've seen kids come from like South Africa.
Right.
And they, they're young, like 18, and they have never seen it snow before, let alone even like been cold particularly.
Yeah.
And it's like this magical thing for them. It's like they went to the North Pole, dude. Whereas me, I'm like, I gotta shovel this BS, bro.
Mr. Zero says, yeah, it's even better to camp like that. I do enjoy it. I've got to get some of those all-weather tent stakes. That's something that I learned when I was with the Angry Prepper in the wintertime is it's really tough to stake anything down. You may have to use like large rocks and tie your cordage off to that and tension things like that. There's different ways to do things. But you need to go out there and try it and experience it and learn these things now so that when your life depends on it, you're not fumbling and fucking up. That's the big thing.
That's why we brought you here tonight on Tuesday to test our shit and make sure it didn't suck, because we knew you guys would accept it.
That's right.
Regardless.
That's right. Did you say something about some guy doing the weather?
I got this memo from corporate that they hired some fucking jack off
something
from
about
Britain.
some guy doing it.
I know some English journalist is going to do it.
English journalist.
I guess.
Where the fuck did he find this?
I don't even know who corporate is. I thought it was you.
I'm not corporate.
Who else is corporate?
It's just me, dude. I've spoken to no one. I have no idea what you're talking about. He said the weather dude. What the fuck are you talking about?
Okay, well, it turns out. Apparently, I guess we hired a guy to give us a weather report. So, without further ado,
we have a weatherman.
With us, bud? Yes, Michael, it is indeed a very hot day today. I am Nigel Lickalotopus, Harry's cousin from London. I have been contracted to do a weather report for Hudson prepping and survival. One thing right away, many people have been in my DMs and emails and every other Instagram. Where the fuck even is this? Who the fuck is this guy? You look a lot like this Livingston man fella. I looked him up and I choked to death. I said I look like him. One, he doesn't even have a goatee made of dirt like I do. One, perhaps you missed I'm a British, not a fucking Russian clown like he is. Anyways. Go fuck yourself, asshole. Yeah, anyway, hey, you know what? Talk your shit. How about you go eat a plate of fucking peas with gravy, you fucking limey bastard? Get fucked. Very good. Whatever, dude. I'll see you later. Talk your shit, dude. Sound. Anyway, it is currently with a real field temperature of something like 104, 105 what the fuck is degrees this? In bloody effing Livingston. The bane of my very existence, the place I cannot escape from. Fucking bitching and complaining. Multiple emails to the BBC, the Home Office, none returned, none verified, none confirmed delivery. What do you do? He just does this a lot. Oh, he just does this a lot. Forced to live here in bloody effing Livingston with its shit weather, terrible garbage problem, and high crime. This is the worst place in the United States to possibly find making some. Oh wow, yeah, subsisting out of the dirt like some feral creature. Look at you, bangers and mash. What? Right. How about the weather, dude? Anyway, so it's like 105 degrees in this utter shithole. Unfucking real. This is what we're paying fucking money for. Hiring subcontractors. This is what you get. Fucking when they pull up to Home Depot and find this guy. What is this shirt? Today being Tuesday, look at this hair. Assume we will
will suffer the
This
rest
is
of
insulting.
today,
People
Wednesday,
thought I
and
looked
of
like
course,
him.
the entire Thursday until 8 p.m.
He's got a dirt
Point
goatee.
where
This is
temperature will then drop
bullshit.
below some magic threshold that all of a sudden is not hot.
Unbelievable. Oh, so dramatic, dude.
National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration.
This guy.
of
Unfucking
America.
realize that is his name. I bet
I
it
think
fucking
I'm
is.
probably a
Put
better
him all
weatherman
pissed.
than they am, and what I can tell you,
I'll
dear
tell you,
viewer, is that
oh.
Celsius-wise, we're talking Satan's balls here. Also, Livingston,
Satan's
New
balls,
York
is that
is
it?
prone to every horrible weather event possible. Short of volcanoes.
How much did we pay this person?
But
Where
I
did
do
this
have
guy
to be
come
standing
I
on
from?
top
didn't
of
pay
a hill.
How did
this
Somebody
end
pull
up
out
here?
This fucker will pop. Take me
Who
with
is
you. Pray
corporate?
for me. Thank
there
you.
is
Back to
nothing.
you in the studio.
What just happened? Where am I? Where am I?
They just
Wow.
they let anybody in here. You know, I bet you he gets paid fucking more than I do. And nobody even hired him.
He's a teabagger, all right, Joy. He's a teabagger. Looks nothing like you, Livingston, man. I just don't see it. I'm with you. I'm with you. I don't know. You buy one, you buy them all. You know, they're all the same.
I can't believe that people think that either of us
Home
looks...
Depot, yeah, totally, Frank.
Is that what I fucking look like to you people? Some
Crumpets.
homeless scrub subsisting? Fucking like some feral, quote, creature? I have never in my life. Okay, when I see that motherfucker, he's got you.
Yeah, Mr. Zero says he's making 6%. He's none the richer. That's right. That's right. We don't insert the ads on you guys.
I've
while
never
we're
even...
here.
Lickalotopus? or whatever the
Yardbird
fuck-
said polar opposites. That dude had talent
And charisma.
and charisma.
I can't knock his,
good Lord.
I can't knock his lack of enthusiasm for his job. I mean, that's the kind of attitude we need.
6%. 6 pence. He's none the richer. Womp womp womp. I missed
So
that one,
kiss
Mr. Zero.
me. Well, so anyway, corporate's fucking fired. At this point, everybody's fucking fired.
Never had any corporates. Nothing. I know not what you speak of, Livingston, man.
I never in my life.
Nothing. I had a Biden ad before you guys showed up. Motherfucker. Yo. Maybe we'll just go live on Patreon
All
until the election. That way they can't put any Biden ads in my shit.
I wish they would steer away
I don't want
from,
any ads in my shit.
I wish you could at least plead and bargain with them to please not put political shit.
Even if I turned it off,
they still
they
do
would
it.
still advertise on my shit. So I can't win. Can't win. You know what we do? Start a whole nother channel. It's got like no subscribers, and then we can do whatever the fuck we want until we just never hit the money button.
And what you can do in that regard is you can come to the Livingston Man channel where we can actually do all that shit. I intentionally I don't monetize and I don't bother with all that. I fly under the radar. We have fun over there at the Livingston Man channel. It's not every day that I post. It's not every month. I don't post on that page at all.
Well, occasionally, you know what we need is
Please, only when it was fun.
Make Music Mondays.
Make Music Mondays, and of course the Dumpster Fires live streams. Those are something to see.
Rip Curl. Ooh, he said he doesn't look a thing like you, Livingston Man. He's far better looking and sounding.
With that homeless chic look, that fucking crusty looking fucking.
I think maybe it was the bandana.
Hobo.
I don't know what set he's repping with that green shit.
That shit was straight hobo.
Nah, man, he's repping a set.
I never in my life.
He's repping a set.
What set? Fucking
Joy says a free platform.
Whitechapel, bruv. Let me shut. What's all this then? Looking ass motherfucker. Repping that shit. Shut up.
Jesus.
God damn, why don't you put some motherfucking that guy Nigel Lickalotopus took
South
over
Florida.
him and his people. They took over most of the world for spices and then refused to put them in the food.
I took over most of the world for spices and refused to put them in the food. Nigel looks like a roofer I knew in the 80s. Yeah, I tell you what, them roofers, man, there's some tough SOBs. They'd be up there on days like today. I don't know how you do it. Anytime my fat ass is on a roof and it's hot like this, I tend to like the full face of the shingle comes off on my boots. I don't do it.
I know that if you look up Cubana Escape,
Steve Russell says that guy also looked to be a smoker of 30 years, not just 20 years. Nigel has riffs Livingston man wishes he could do.
what, some British fucking pop nonsense? You're gonna be like Pat Boone, Debbie Boone. Okay, everybody, here Wonderwall.
Debbie Boone. Love and Life said Xbox had 3 months ad-free YouTube, and we love it. Fantastic, fantastic. No notification again. Of course not. Of course not. YouTube hates us. YouTube hates us. There's 24 people here.
Love
There's
and
7,000 subscribers, and there's 24 of you guys here with us.
That's why you guys get the good fun and you get the perks.
Yeah.
Love and Life, especially.
Ooh, yeah.
When Mike leaves here tonight, he will be leaving with 3 of my freshest cans of Spam signed.
All autographed. Yeah, send me an email. Give me your address. I have to box your Spam and send them off to
Corporate messed up the order.
No, they're still right on the counter, right where I left them. You can use my channel. I'll send you the logs. Oh, Southern Tier Prepper. Whatever you need, sister. I'm here to help. Charmaine Montgomery, watering the garden. Fantastic. Got to do it.
We love guesting on other folks' channels as well as having y'all like join us too. So I mean,
yeah, I think it's just about time.
We can do a StreamYard. We'll do a
for
a panel
another
summit. Yeah, dude, that was fire.
Yeah, but I really think
people said it was the best regulated summit they ever saw. Everybody spoke in turn and it made sense.
It did. It was well done.
So that Jason Charles showed up.
I think the big thing is
I had to adjust my television.
The rest of the world is preparing for World War III. And the population of the United States, although they may see some headlines here or there, the average person is none the wiser that we are literally on the knife edge of this thing going hot, like further, it's ever expanding at this point. These countries are literally preparing. They're talking with their citizens. They're getting things in order, right? They're getting everything ready. Nobody here is telling anybody that, hey, man, danger might be coming your way. It may be in your best interest to do a little bit of preparation and prepare for a time when the normal critical services are not going to be available to you. You have to get ready for it right now. Because at some point, man, they're going to start hurling rocks in this direction. You know? They're only going to take so much. And even if that rock is a digital one, Livingston man, if it's a digital rock, if they throw something at a server somewhere and take it offline, as we saw today, 911 systems in Massachusetts are down.
Jade Helm.
We don't know if that's a hacking incident. We don't know if that's just somebody hit a utility pole. We don't know. But what I do know is that 911 failed yet again. So there ain't nobody coming to help you.
One in the chat, you ever called 911? Not for like an accident or something like that. I called 911 recently. Saw somebody get wrecked at the intersection right up the road. And this dude this homie staggered out the car like holding his head and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And I
gotta dial it in.
Yeah, but they were like, we received mad calls all at once. We're right there.
I had to call 911 for myself. A chimney fire at the house.
Cow.
Yeah, that was interesting. I've had 911 called on me.
I
am sure I have Yardbirds.
And this is why I actually consider Yardbirds, like, I think my, not only my favorite, but my number one.
Yardbirds is Livingston man's spirit animal.
He's my personal, like, favorite YouTube subscriber. He's on my channel, too. And I have extended the offer for him to actually write the descriptions of my videos.
Okay.
Because he watches them and he condenses it into, like,
paragraph.
What I was trying to say.
Yeah.
He makes me make sense, man.
He speaks Livingston, man.
Yeah, somehow.
It is a foreign language.
It's how he knows I'm, like, older than I look. I think he is too. I think we know each other.
Miko Wolf, I absolutely agree with that. I think that they don't want to cause panic in the Gen Pop. I think that's why they're not speaking about this openly, that this is a possibility.
It's information insulation. You're allowed to know what you're allowed to know.
Yeah, plausible deniability, right?
Well, no, it's just that you don't need to know anything. The less you know, in fact, the better. Just go to work, okay?
Yeah, dude.
Shut up, go to work.
Yeah, pay
Post
your
pictures of
taxes.
cats and food.
Pay your taxes.
If you
Nothing's
haven't,
gonna happen.
if you have an opinion, don't. And let's take it from there. Their words, not mine, essentially.
Fantastic Southern Tier Prepper. That's a great way. That's the positive attitude that you need to get through a situation like that. You know, in the end, you're gonna have some extra storage buildings in your property. So, Eric, I see your comment. I see that one in particular. But yes, Eric, they will censor you, and no, it's not any of the moderators, because I would see it right here.
No, it's that the
I don't see
TV
it.
the TV goes to default hot chat, whatever the fuck, the top chat. That's it.
No. It's in live chat. It hasn't moved.
Yeah, no, we are. He's not.
Oh,
He's watching
well,
on his TV.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It should.
You're not missing nothing except.
Oh, it don't show on the TV.
You're not missing nothing except Yardbirds trying to joke with us. We can take a joke. Listen, you can try and offend me, and there's you could probably do it, but I still wouldn't let you know.
Yeah.
Because I grew up in the generation where we literally stand around and we didn't have anything to do.
Oh, we just made fun of each other.
Just roast each other.
Yeah.
You learning. You had to take it. If you got mad or if you couldn't handle it, you got made fun of even harder. It's like there ain't shit you could say to me about me I wouldn't say about myself.
Yeah.
In front of you.
You have to. You really need to be able to laugh at yourself. I think it's going forward. It's going to be really important for all of us to find a little humor, dark humor, be it in the coming shit show. Miko Wolf, that's fantastic, man. You have to. You got to seek out shelters, places that you could go in the event that somebody hurls a big rock, and you see that the big mushroom cloud from the big rock.
Yeah.
No notification. We've been live for about an hour, I believe.
Yeah, Mika Wolf is. They're talking about the concourse and all the underground stuff.
Yeah,
on
there's a
Empire
lot of
Plaza.
places you can hide down there, man. A lot of places, and it's important to.
Now I ain't from there, so I'm not I'm not driving
Yeah.
to Albany to go live in an underground restroom. But for those of you who live there, that option exists.
Yeah. There's lots of things to consider, man. Do your homework, please. Do your homework, not your research. Do your homework.
Well, do your
due diligence, and prepare
self-reflect.
your plans.
What are
everything.
you? And
think it through to the end, all the way to the end.
Who are you actually? What are you actually gonna do? Because everybody's hot in the comments. I got this, son. I'm going to the moon. Fuck it.
I'm going to the moon. Yeah.
No, but at the end of the day, no, you're not. You're in the FEMA camp. How'd I get here? Because you didn't do.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yep. You stayed when you should have left. That's going to be the kicker, and that's a real personal choice.
There's no manual for that.
Stay or go.
No rules on that.
All bets are off, man.
When it comes to that, no one's going to judge you on the decisions you made.
Yeah.
As long as you weren't doing heinous shit.
Yeah.
But how could you? Yeah, you weren't there. I made the
Jason
decisions.
VA says, grow the food. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And, store it in small portable containers. That's my best advice.
Talking about growing food, can we go on we'll put us on a 2-minute warning right now.
Upstairs to get out was designed for the New York government. Yeah.
Real quick, I'm going to assign you guys homework.
Okay. All right.
What I would like you to look up is the Surgeon General's recommendation that social media, apparently, as a whole, carry a bona fide federal Surgeon General's warning.
Yeah, that is bad for your health.
It can cause, among other syndromes, depression, eating disorders,
Anxiety.
and something new called radicalization.
Yeah.
And what they intend to do is put this warning so that I think what this basically means is when you go to log into your Facebook,
You're
first you
gonna
gotta
see a warning. Yeah.
the warning.
Just like they did with the video games, Livingston Man, where this game contains violence and gore.
Your homework is to come back here tomorrow night and just, we're going to talk about, does this solve a problem? Does this exacerbate a problem? Is this more hollow government, look, we did something but did nothing? Or does this actually, will this change something?
Unfortunately.
And then for a secondary assignment is to take that same argument and apply it to what they call processed food. And which one do you think
Is
deserves
gonna
a
get
surgeon?
regulated first?
Which one deserves a Surgeon General's warning more? The poison us as Americans are fed, or the digital poison we're fed? All right. So do you want actual poison or digital poison? Which one do you guys want to get into?
Yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, STP, just log out, log back in, and then change your password. And then it'll tell you it's the same password that you had before. You can't use it again.
This way you know what
Lame.
your password is.
I already radicalized. Can't radicalize any further. It's interesting that the time has come where the left is so far left that normal over here is now radical to them.
And you
It's
start
crazy.
breaking it, and
Fucking crazy.
bonus homework when we talk about horseshoe theory, where you go so far to one side that you end up on the other.
Ooh. Tomorrow night. That's right. We all gonna die. Thank you for being here, folks. Hudson Valley Perfect Survival. Out of here.